everyone, it's an all Tier 8 game on Mines, and I'm driving the new Swedish Tier 8 medium tank, the UDES 1405. Now, I actually kind of like this tank. It's got decent speed, it's got decent accuracy, it's not armored in the slightest really, unless you're very lucky you will not bounce very much with this tank. But I do like the mobility. I like this gun. This gun is pretty good gun. I've actually got HE loaded for the first one because, you know, I was looking at the Progetto. I was actually hoping to just punch a high explosive round into one of the enemy UDES right there because they're so lightly armored that high explosive can often pen. Now here I'm going to make a solution tank. I don't know how good this tank is at ramming, so I try it. I take a lot more damage from the Progetto than he does to me, but it drops his health low enough between my alpha and the Hawk 12's damage. We're able to finish him off. Now I'm just looking for chances to poach damage off people from the hill, which this tank is really good at. Well, unless you hit enemies exactly wrong. Yep, there's one of them random bits of armor that the UDES apparently has on it. So what's this tank's specialty? Well, all three of the new Swedish tanks have a neat thing. Every so often when I slow down, you'll see an icon pop up just to the right of my aiming reticule. That's showing that the hyper-pneumatic suspension is engaged. And when that happens, this tank goes from having a fairly mediocre, I think it's 7 degrees of gun depression, to an absolutely fantastic 12, which I'm going to use using to take advantage of here on this hill. Now this match develops kind of slowly. I'm looking here for a chance to blap the enemy UDES who's retreating. Because this other team, that guy, he's a G player. The G doesn't take bad players into their clan. They're very, very good. Right here, we're going to see a chance. Here, I'm using the suspension. It comes on. It gives me gun depression. I can easily get a shot back. Do you think that was impressive? Oh, no. You haven't seen anything yet. It's like Mines was built for this medium tank to be absolutely dominant from. I just have to pick my shots carefully because if my opponent is looking up to defend themselves, well, this tank is going to take damage. So you'll see I'm going to be very, very gun shy about popping out, or I think someone is going to try and take pieces of my face off. But with a sheer hefty alpha damage, this thing it's a 105 millimeter gun, I think it's 360 alpha. It could really mess people's day up. Really, well, maybe not quickly. It has very low overall DPM, but be able to pop out and just drive a big round into someone, then withdraw back into cover while they have a hard time getting a retaliatory fire is just really ridiculous. Look at this. He had to get that close to the edge of the cliff before I did not have the gun depression to bring the gun to bear. With all these guys hugging the base of the cliff, it's tricky for me to get the ambush shots that this tank really wants to maximize its ability to shoot its gun without taking massive amounts of damage in return. So I'm just circling carefully, looking for opportunities, trying to be careful not to get lit. So yeah, right here I'm like, is there underneath me? No, good. Okay, engage the suspension. Spot an IS-6 racing across here. Yeah, any tier 8 medium tank that can just casually plow a shell through the armor of an IS-6 is, in my book, a pretty strong medium tank. When he vanishes, and I've reloaded, as you can see, I've got this thing as upgraded as I can though, and I've still got a 10-second reload. Oof, heavy tank reload on a medium tank. Then I see this 416. Watch this. How many of the tanks can do this? No other tank in the game can do this. Look at this. I'm able to just barely peek over, get my gun on him, slap around into the 416, and pull back. Maybe another tank that can do that from up here. This tier, there isn't one. The other new Swedish mediums could do it. Maybe a Dicker Max. Maybe the Swedish tier 6. Well, yeah, Swedish tier 6 could have done that. But it's a lot taller. And yet this tank, because of its hydromatic suspension, even though it's like incredibly short for a tank, it can depress the gun so far that even targets clinging pretty close to the base of mines can find themselves in a lot of trouble. So just miss the enemy EBR, but that's okay because there's a T-44 down there. Once again, the hydrodynamic suspension allows me to just plant a shot on an enemy tank that, before this patch, probably would have been completely safe. I could not possibly have hit him there. But instead, now, he's an easy victim. So here I'm still patrolling around, looking for opportunities popping up. Where maybe there's someone over here. I'm sneaking in here, but once again, yep, there's that 416 again. He's lit me, and I'm like, I'm not really interested in coming out where I'm going to, potentially eat all the damage to the face. This tank does not handle that kind of stress very well. So now there's a Lancet up here. He's a new Swedish Tier 8 premium medium tank, but even his tank does not boast this vehicle's ridiculous look-down, shoot-down capability. I mean, like, Swedes, they're like, we have mountains. We must make sure our tanks can shoot vertically to make up for it. So I'd love to pop out with those Lancet CS, but I'm like, there's 3 tanks here, and there's a good chance they're all looking at him. And yeah, look at that, he took some damage as he pulled out. Went back from the EPR. I pull forward looking for a shot in the EBR, but he's in hard cover. Well, he doesn't want to get shot by me. I will probably just kill him. So I'm once again going to say, okay, back it off. Look for more opportunities. Because even though we've got the hill, this battle is developing very slowly. It's hard to tell if we're winning or not. With all these tanks just hugging the bottom, I can't run up to the edge of the hill to shoot at things. Particularly over here, because I know there's tank destroyers camping in the back, and they would be more than happy to try and remove my tank from the game. So all I can really do is hope that my team that's coming around both corners, crushing the enemy team back towards the southeast corner, are able to keep the fight going and give me opportunities to just pop out and just plow around. So here again, we can see these guys, but I'm like, well, he's dead, so let's see. The ISM is looking this way, but flat side shot, and it'll smash the round through. Lancet C goes, oh, thanks, I'll take that, and finishes off the ISM. That leaves this heavy tank looking pretty isolated. You see this guy, he's thinking, his object was thinking, I can shoot up, and I'm like, that's nice, I can also shoot down. So that leaves that heavy tank isolated. I'll leave that for my allies up north to deal with. I see another potentially vulnerable victim, but, well, one thing, when you're using the hydrodynamic suspension, you can't drive forward too quickly, so it's very easy to if you're not correctly positioned, you can easily miss. While many other tanks would be easy shots. Like many other medium tanks could have made that shot on him, but they would have been able to sprint up at full speed to aim in, whereas I was moving in carefully to make sure I kept my gun depression, and as a result, I missed the shot. So this tank is going to take some careful thinking to learn to use really well. You can see me and the Lancet here. We're both just roaming around up here looking for opportunities to use our gun depression and really big guns to just really punish people. But with the last enemy tank, this 50 TP just kind of clinging to the bottom here, I'm like, all I can really do is just kind of chill back here and wait while he's killed, and look for an opportunity to put shots in the tanks that are supporting him. But yeah, we've definitely got this match now. They're down to only a couple tanks. Borsig and I think there's a Progetto. Is it back there? Oh no, sorry, it's a T-26 something or another. I can't read it very well. My little preview screen here I'm recording this from. Ooh, Borsig rear. I'll just take a chunk out of that. Thank you. Come on, back out again. It didn't hurt that much, did it? Yeah, it's over. The Borsig's alone. He's being engulfed in medium tanks. And seconds later, we finish the match. Let's take a look at the post-game stats of that match. Here's the personal stats screen. Yes, that was the first time I'd ever gotten a first-class mastery. That was, I won't claim it's the most exciting game ever, but I really felt it helped show off the novelty of these new Swedish mediums, their ability to get extraordinary gun depression over the front, while on a tank that has an extraordinary amount of alpha. And hey, I'll say Confederate. Confederate's always good. if we take a look at the team screen here, you can see, yeah, okay, I was top of the team. I forgot to mention I was platooned with a couple of guys at the time, but they both ended up stuck around the edges of the hill doing other things. I didn't really see what they were up to for most of the match. But yeah, pretty strong tank on an elevated position. Probably not bad in most other roles either, but that really is its specialty, is ridgeline crushing, really. Pop over, slam someone, get back. Take a look at the stat screen, 12 shots, 11 hits, 9 pens, pretty acceptable for 3,000 damage. Oh, a little bit was at long range because of how close, how close people could be to the base of the hill, and I could still score hits on them with this tank. Managed to make up 3 kilometers of driving distance and zigzag around on top of that hill. And even though I currently am stuck on a standard account, I was still able to make a pretty good profit thanks to the Nermo shells I was able to put in. I hope you enjoyed watching that one. Good game and good night.